Achoo!
Just be careful with the natives,
Oh, we can
Al.
focus the flashlight. That means it's
Locals are
gameplay now.
dangerous.
Aw,
Everybody
snap.
hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Achoo!
Bless you.
Gonna burn your head like an
This
ant.
place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
This is a really nice cabin, actually. I wouldn't mind living in here. There's enough room in here for like 12 people.
But only 12, not 13.
12 is the magic number.
Bakers and their dozens aren't allowed here.
Click. See ya, Barry.
You going down now, Barry?
I thought there was a piece of dialogue he says if you turn the lights off. Either it didn't trigger or I'm misthinking. More coffee. Get in the hot tub. Ooh yeah, soaking in the hot tub. Oh man, now I'm all wrinkly. Having to dry off in the leaves. Okay, I'm dry. Alan Wake, cleanest gun in the West.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
The picture of courage, ladies and gentlemen. And that is this a real vehicle? Could be like a Hummer knockoff.
Kind of looks like it, a little bit.
Anyway, pages.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an
In
almost
3,
frightening intensity.
2. Ah.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Stupid birds.
Okay. Where? Oh. Oh, ghost birds. Alright. Well, let's loot our neighbors. Why not? I got books. And a closet. And ammo? Like, oh, I guess we gotta go home from vacation, honey. Don't forget to leave the bullets in the closet.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
Deerfest!
You make it sound a lot
Come
more
for the beer,
organized
stay
than
for
I
the
ever seen in
deer.
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know. Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yeah, it's funny because their sacks fall to the ground
But I'm gonna
because
check out the
scrotum is
bond
gross when you get old.
and I'll be one of the big contest judges.
I'm glad you like that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, it's my kind of exercise. Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman. That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning. But you're not taking
I remember
part in the
seeing
fishing
that.
contest?
Call
No,
back.
not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take the time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know? Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way. Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Wasn't that interesting, folks?
Yes, very. That is the most ridiculous looking tire swing I've ever seen. There's perfectly good trees right around it, but they put a structure up for it.
Yeah, this game has a tenuous relationship between objects and physics. Like, I'm pretty sure ropes don't only bend like right in the middle.
It's a rubber rope.
But it does behave. Like, it's not gonna flip out and just start free jumping all over the place, which is nice. Well, that was fun. The most fun I've ever had.
Nice. You've had a pretty boring life.
It's true.
You should go to Deer Fest. Spice up your life with beer. And deer. And deer beer.
Look at our float.
You got one float. You better, like, kick that door in just because you can.
Whee!
That looked really weird on my screen.
Yeah, it looks weird on every screen.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
So these Night Springs episodes, while not tied directly into what's happening, are at least thematically linked. Like that first one was about alternate realities and changing it to how you want. This one is about a seemingly normal man just attacking his son, like someone who cares about him, like doing something completely out of the ordinary. So you can kind of see how they're at least tangentially linked to what's going on. Never take the obvious path, because there's always goodies off to the side.
Yes.
If you've never played a video game before, remember that.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance,
Aw,
and
how
life had
cute.
certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated...
So for those of you playing at home, those notes are still pretty useless.
You mean watching at home? Nobody's gonna be playing this while we're playing it.
My goal is to get at least one person to get this game because of this. If that happens, I will be a happy camper.
Camper. Because you're in the woods.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell.
Riveting
Some
plot
rotten
points.
drowned thing
Rivet,
had crawled
rivet,
up from its
rivet.
grave.
That's not what that means.
Those are things that you put into airplanes. Rivets. I missed that.
Flashback to the lake.
Dang, the 1 second I choose to look down.
This was no hidden
I know, some days I just feel like looking down and smiling.
Yeah, it's like me and my brother were just in the garage working on this quad. And he's like, what smells like horrible BO in here? I'm like, go smell that bottle over there. And there's a bottle of differential fluid. And he's like, no, that smells pretty bad. It's not that. And I like pulled my old transmission filter out of the garbage and like, smell this. And he's like, yep, that's it.
Comedy gold.
Smells like diarrhea poops had BO.
This is what you're getting, folks. You're getting transmission BO stories watching this. I hope you're getting what you paid for. Oh, someone spilled the strawberry jam over the floor.
Oh man, it's my favorite kind.
Smucker's brand blood.
Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So
Complete
dark.
sentences
It'll come
cannot
back for me.
make.
You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
There's a sentence.
Okay,
I know you had
Rusty.
it in you.
Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did
Dual
this
wield.
couldn't be
No,
found.
you can't do that.
Rusty
Yeah, how are you
found
gonna use a
the page from the
flashlight if you want to
manuscript.
dual wield?
It would
I'll
help
put it in
me
my mouth.
understand what had happened.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Walk it off.
Wow, just, shoot him, whatever.
Good boy. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Nah, it's reading time.
Yay,
The visitor
reading
center was
time.
sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bent.
Manuscript page.
Riveting.
Rivet, rivet.
Oh, we got a page.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree.
I'm describing
I
being a
stumbled into the pool of
lumberjack.
bright light. My
In a
lungs
dramatic
burned.
manner.
I was too
I
exhausted
really
to move.
appreciate that they put those in. I really do, but you went a little overboard. I know 12 years is a long time to make it, but you could have been doing something else.
There's that same fridge in there.
What? Where?
Back in that other room that you just didn't walk into.
Whoa.
was
That's
too
not a
late.
fridge.
Someone had
Whoa!
destroyed the circuit breaker. There was
true.
no way to get the
This is
lights
the other
back
half.
on.
You stole my fridge.
Rusty! The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
That's not what your mother said last night.
Oh, gross. You should probably see a doctor. I was just hanging out with my girlfriend and some sort of liquid darkness erupted.
It's like a commercial. It's like, if you've ever had this happen to you,
Do you suffer from liquid darkness?
I have liquid darkness flying out of my bladder.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing!
Is only permitted for
Boss fight.
Purchase a park
fishing.
license! Delay
Operator's instructions.
at all times. Rusty, no! Never,
Railroad closer than 100 yards.
never approach any other world.
So the first boss fight with Stucky, we just shot the flare gun at him a couple times. If we didn't, this is what the boss fight would be like. A whole lot of him running around really fast, and you trying to get a beat on him with the flashlight.
I see.
It's a massive pain.
To remove any
natural objects.
historical
It's
from the parts.
funny listening to the voices.
Oh, wow.
Bam! Good job.
That's the first time it's ever happened, actually. Usually, you just get a beat on them for like a second, maybe two, before they take off running again. I'll take any advantage I can get.
Do you even need to aim at what you're shooting at?
Well, the flashlight is essentially the crosshair.
Okay.
And so it's a pretty wide cone that it counts as the hitbox, I guess, of your gun. Not hitbox, but yeah, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. The fact that there isn't locational damage on enemies, I actually really like, because I'm not very good at making headshots.
Yeah, this is the game for the Xbox gamer, not for the glorious PC Master Race.
Forget
Oh, I
about it,
love
Barry.
that
It's
phrase.
just me going
Because everyone
crazy.
takes it so seriously, but it was meant ironically.
Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens.
Yeah,
But she made him
14's
feel
out of
young.
her teens,
I
right?
forget what a train.
Well, if you're in Canada, 16, legal age of consent. Yeah, I remember I looked that up with somebody.
Was she 15?
No.
Dang it!
No, there is actually a close enough rule.
Well, she looked 16.
Oh yeah, it was Vasya who I was looking up with at my birthday party.
Oh no, I'm looking this up for birthday reasons.
He was on his phone looking
Rose
it up.
Peak
He's
was at
like,
the far
if they
end of the
look
nature
like they're
trail.
16, it's okay. I saw a funny joke on the internet. It's like, if we voted Gabe Newell for president, there would be no World War III.
World War III would be in development for like 12 years, but it would never ever actually happen.
It'd be World War II, Episode 1.
I need way more sleep, but this has got to be done. Can't go 2 weeks without putting one of these up. Can't do it.
No.
Not until we're done, anyway.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can find enough material in here to cover over all our silent parts.
Yeah.
So this will be an experiment.
I think you'll be able to do it.
I don't know. Trucker twins.
Oh.
Oh, and there's a guy over here. And his friend, Billy.
Billy!
Whoa, whoa. Aww.
Why you gotta do this to me, Billy?
Dang it.
Billy, don't make me throw you down the well again.
Note to self, be better at video games.
Oh yeah, because you died and stuff.
Seriously, apologies. We had really good stuff going on, and then the video got all corrupted and junk, and now you're stuck with boring and tired Nathan. I will give you your money back for watching this. Please send an email to dungosaurusrex@gmail.com with proof of purchase and 7 box tops from your favorite chocolate frosted sugar bombs cereal.
How are they supposed to email you box tops?
Fax them to me. my fax number 8675309.